Okay, so I'm part of a 50 book reading challenge this year, and it's almost the end of the month, so I want to do like a little update. And so this is the books I've read this January. So I've read Batman Year One, Batgirl Year One, A Force Volume Zero, and I almost finished this How Do We Relationship Volume One. And I'll talk about this one first. So I really like this book. It's about these two college girls, and they meet up, and they both realize they're both like queer, and like them like starting a relationship together. I like the awkwardness of being in a queer relationship as an adult, like you like coming out as an adult. It's like a different experience, and you don't see that as much. Like most of the coming out stories and like or like queer relationship stories you see on media, it's always like towards the younger side, because it's like about like teenagers exploring themselves and figuring themselves out, right? And that's an important story, right? But this is also an important story too. Like you're 25 and you realize you're gay and you start dating, and like it's like how you don't know what that is, and so it's like they're both like figuring it out in different ways, because like one of them is like more extroverted, one's more introverted, and there's challenges and comes with both aspects of that. Like even though like you may be super extroverted, it's like you're still got insecurities and stuff, and how introverted you become, it's also like keeping like other aspects of like the relationship inside. It's like in the part I'm in the book right now, she's trying to like figure out like how she wants to handle sex, because she's never really had sex before. So it's like a big deal for her. And the first, especially for the relationship, it's like they're barely like a month into it, like, and she doesn't know what to expect from that. It's a really interesting read. I like that. The other thing I read this year was Batman Year One, Frank Miller. Uh, so I have a small challenge within the challenge. I'm trying to read every DC Year One book that was ever published, and there's a lot of them. It turns out. Uh, I looked it up, and I guess there was like a year where every annual for that year was the Year One. Those are one shots, I guess. So I don't know if I'm gonna read those. I'm starting here with the first, proper Year One, the Batman Year One, and I read it before, and reading it now, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it more. Like, I understand why it's so like important, from like the perspective of like the history of Batman. Um, I like Bruce as a young like Batman, because he's kind of bad at it, and you don't really see that from Batman. A lot of the time, he's like deified as like, oh, the number one, like best superhero, always knows what to do. But at the very beginning, it's like he doesn't know what to do. He thinks he does, but it's like, you know, him thinking he knows what to do gets him stabbed in the back of a police car. It's he's not that good at this. Like he doesn't know the city well. He doesn't know how the people of it like live. He's been isolated away from the city, and so like it's him learning to understand what the city is and the needs of the city and what he can do in the city as a vigilante, right? I can see a lot of what the Batman took from this. I'm like, oh, okay. I can see how that is a lot of this. You got some other stuff too. You got some Long Halloween and stuff like that. But I like how they adapted, this inexperienced Batman stuff, like warts and all. Um, I like Commissioner Gordon. I Barbara had it rough. Like your husband cheats on you, and then like you have to like just kind of like you just gotta eat that, like because he is in a position of power where like if he allows himself to get blackmailed, it's like he's fucked. He's never gonna help anyone in the city again. So he has to come out and tell his wife, his pregnant wife, yeah, I cheated on you. And she has to be like, ugh. She has to just like live with that. and she can't do anything about it. And he knows also, and he knows it's fucked up too, because he knows he fucked up. It's like, I usually don't like a story like that. It's like, oh, the cheating cop archetype, because you see that in a lot of noir fiction, right? But I'm like, okay, I like how they played this, you know? I like how they played it where, like, he knows he did wrong, and they're not, like, excusing what he did. Because I feel a different type of story, a different type of narrative, it's like, they would excuse what he did, and it's like, no. Like, his relationship with his wife is never gonna be the same, really. And it's like, okay, okay, cool. I'm like, anyway, you did this. So, yeah, I like Batman Year One. Batgirl Year One, such a trip going from that to that. Because in Batman Year One, it's very much like, oh, him learning to trust people, Bruce learning to trust people, and going to Batgirl Year One, it's like years in between, and like has a network of people now. He has Robin, you know, and like the commissioner is like, you know, all right with what he's doing, and in comes Barbara Gordon. I like her character because to me she is what Bruce would be if Bruce didn't have money and was, you know, poor girl. Like, she has the detective skills, she has the fighting skills, she has the computer knowledge, she has like every non-rich person thing that it makes you Batman, but she can't do anything with that because, well, she is what, like 17, you know, she's young, she wants to help people, but she isn't allowed to because society is shitty to women. You know, in particular, she's trying to figure out how she can help, and even like if nobody wants her to help, she's gonna try to help. And yeah, I like that part of it. It's a good introduction to Batgirl, and so like I do recommend it. Fuck Chuck Dixon, the writer. He sucks now, but like back then, it's like he was the Batman guy. I do say sometimes it does feel like a 30-year-old writing a teenage girl, the way some of the dialogue works. I'm like, okay, this is a little sloppy. Like, that's right, I'm a girl. It's like, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does pop in sometimes. In the first issue, it popped in a little. It's like, okay. I like this better than Robin Year One, which I have read like a year ago. I didn't really like that. This is way better introduction to the character than that was for that character. Also, it made me like Killer Moth. I didn't think I would like Killer Moth. And the last book I read this year was A-Force. G. Willow Wilson, I'm pretty sure. She wrote Miss Marvel, and I like this story. It's out of continuity. That's why it's volume 0 when you like get the trade. It's set in Battle World, so Secret Wars, Battle World, A-Force. So if we're going like Secret Wars, Battle World, A-Force. And I like the character mix-ups that they use. So like it's a bunch of, in this world that they live in, the main superhero force is an all-female superhero force, and it's A-Force. And there's no like, oh, all the men disappeared and now the women have the superhero. It's like, the men superheroes are there. It's just, they're not the main people. And there's no need to explain that more than that. Because like, you don't bat an eye at it now when it's like a superhero team that's mostly made of men. So it's like, why would you bat an eye if it's women? And I feel people batted an eye when this came out about like, why is it all ladies? It's like, I don't know, why is it all dudes usually? Like, I liked She-Hulk and Medusa's dynamic, both being kind of co-leaders. I'm like, you wouldn't think that matchup would work out, but I'm like, I like their like feuding dynamic. Like, they both want to help, but they want to help in different ways, and they, you know, they're both like trying to lead. Nico Minora stands out a lot. Dazzler, I'm like, yo, Dazzler she didn't have a lot of lines, but the lines she had were really good. And then Singularity was a pretty cool MacGuffin. Like she's the new character in this. She kind of looks like Eternity, but she's got stars in her and everything, and she could teleport, and she's like an entity outside of Battle World. So like she's an anomaly that like they're trying to figure out, and it's a nice introduction there. And I know like she comes back because A Force comes back in continuity, but like all her friends are gone because all the people who are in Battle World, forget all the things that happen. But yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. It ends a little abruptly. Like I'm sure another issue would have helped, but for what it is, it's like I don't think it needed another issue. It's like you could expand on some stuff. You could set up Loki a little more because Loki is the main villain, the Lady Loki, but for what it is, it's good. And yeah, that's what I read in January.